Okay, let's try this again. So I was rounding off that ear. Now what I want to do is I take and I draw my earlobe in here. See, my little earlobe. And I just take and I just scoop that out like I did around the nose. So I'll show you how that looks. So you just do your stop cut, and then you do that little sweeping motion across it. I don't know, this ain't an ideal guy. He's a caricature. And big ears, small mouth, I don't know. But it's just for demonstration purposes. So, see how I kind of scoop that away and everything? Alright, so now we just do that to the other ear. Come over here, go across the top, like that. Cut that side down, round it. On the top. Round it on the bottom. You know. Gotta keep the slope of the ear though. See how I'm taking and sloping it back? Getting a nice little slope there. Okay. Getting sloped there. Okay, so now, same thing. Take your pencil. Create the earlobe. And just scoop it away. I don't know if I told you in other videos. I don't really use a carving glove. I don't really use pencil a lot. Now I have the carving gloves here. Don't get me wrong, I have them. So I've been trying to teach my kids carving. Okay, so there's your ears. So we got the ears. We did the nose, straight the nose. The nose all shaped and got the ear shaped. So now we can move on to sideburns. Actually, let's move on to the mouth. Let's start with the mouth. See how the mouth is kind of square looking? What we want to do is take this ridge right here and take it back to the nose. Careful not to take off the nose. If you do, you're gonna have to glue it back on. Just take little chunks like this. Little bitty chunks. Okay. You see, now we got it shaped kind of plain shape, you know, flat shape. Just take it back. Like that. And we'll see this line here? We need to make it deeper. So it looks like that's the start of his lip right there. See that? See how we made that deeper? And you just shape that area here back to the nose. And then back here at the corner of the nose. You can see right here at the corner of the nose. I want to make that mouth hit there. See how I did that? Kind of shaped that there. Okay, and then we'll do the same thing on this corner of the nose. Want all this out of the way. So I kind of got the mouth all rounded. This guy's just going to have a mustache, no chin. So up here where the nose is, where we cleaned that, you can see right here, you can see that line right there. You just take and just clean that out like this. Just clean it out. Okay, now corner of the face, do a little cut there, both sides. Kind of get depth of the hat. See, a little cut there. Now what I like to do, see this line right here? I like to take my knife on this side of it, and I draw a little line, and then I do a little 45 cut in it, kind of give it some shadow. Some depth there. See the depth? Do it on both sides. Follow the shape of the mustache. Come in at an angle. See how I kind of did an indent there? Okay, now what we want to do is, we're not going to be able to see eyebrows on this guy. The hat's kind of really, really low. But usually what I do is I'll take and I'll put these eyebrows in right here, across the top. See how those lines are? Wish we could still do, but we'll do that in a minute. I want to show you this other stuff first. Back over here, I take and I draw. I don't draw. I don't ever draw. But for purposes, yeah, let's do some sideburns. Kind of make it rounded like this. Okay. On this side too, make some sideburns. Make it rounded. See, and then what you do is you just follow this line, if I can show you. Okay, you stick your knife on the line, you just follow it down. So, and then you take your knife and you go cut back to the line. Just follow it back, but you lay it flat. See how I'm laying it flat and coming back up, kind of like chip cutting, carving. Just carving out that little sliver, give it some depth. See, you got some sideburns. Just carve that away. Make the sideburns stick out a little bit by carving this up. See, this part I'm carving down a little bit lower than the sideburns. Because I want, when you look at it from the front, you can kind of see them on the side there. Gonna do the other side on the other side. You gotta see them on the side. Okay, so the sideburns, we got the nose, we got the ears, sideburns in. We did that on the mouth. I guess let's do the eyebrows. So those two lines I put in there, I just do little chips on those. stop cuts there. See how I did that? Carve that out like a little chip. Okay, so now we got that eyebrow on both sides. And what I take is I take and just cut the side up like this. You didn't see that, but I just shaved the corner up. So see how on this one it's kind of a sharp edge. I just take and come up the corner. Kind of gives it a rounded shape on the face, okay? And then I can take down this cheek a little bit to bring up to the eyebrow. So you follow the edge of your nose, around like that, and you take your cheek. See how I did that? So I followed the edge of my nose and took my cheek up. Give it some depth on the eyebrow, gave the nose some depth. Do thing on both sides. I don't want no pointy cheeks on this dude. Just follow it. Okay. See, now you got eyebrows. Kind of mean looking eyebrows, but they're there. Okay, now we got the mouth all ready to go. I want you to look at that. See how my nose sticks out on my mouth? Shaped like that. Kind of indented like that. That's what I'm trying for. I want it kind of, but you want that kind of profile all the way around. See how I went and rounded it all the way around? So you look, and then you got to round this side, okay? So all I'm doing is taking it and sliding gently, carving up to the nose. Not going to push too hard because then I take off my nose. Okay, so I don't do a lot of open mouths. A lot of mine are mustaches. So what we're going to do, we're just going to give him a old Western mustache. What we'll do is we'll just take right here, come down like that. So see how I have it rounded right there. Just carve that out, and then I'll show you how to do the lip. So again, take your knife, put it on the line, has a stop cut. So put it in there, follow your line, and carve into the line like you just did. Okay, so you see it opening there? I like to carve. See how I carved on that one side, that chip out? Do that on both sides. For the bottom of the lip. Yeah, alright. And we want to take down the middle. So take the middle across like this. See how I'm taking it across? Kind of make that depth though, okay? I usually prefer a longer block, then we could get a chin down here, but this block was just for demonstration. So now, see this little circle I'm putting in here? That's going to be his mouth. So this is your bottom lip, okay? So you take your knife, follow the circle, and then I follow the circle, and I follow down each side of the circle like that, and like this, and I clean it out. So you see kind of the L. Now you can kind of shape this bottom lip. Give it a rounded shape. See, now it's a rounded shape. Okay, so there's your mustache. Okay, now for my final touches, usually I take my knife. Wait, you can see this. Take my knife, I lay it flat against the mustache, and I come back here. See this line that I'm following? Well, I create a line that follows the length and width of the mustache. Then I come back here and I dig it away like a chip. See, that kind of gives it a smile line right there. I do the same thing on both sides. So I put it flat, carve it. I don't know if you can see it. So put it flat, I carve it down like that. Then I come on top of it and I just carve it away. Give you some smile lines right there. Now, a lot of carvers use a veining tool and vein up here. I have a veining tool, but what I like to do is I just like to do little triangles like this. Whoops. See, I just took off that part of the mustache, but we'll fix it here. We'll just make it look like it was intentional, you know? And then I just do that all across it. Little chips like this. Okay? All across the mustache. So yeah, that kind of gives it a mustache look, but what I do is I don't stop there. I carry it up. Like you would with a veining tool. See how I carry that lined up? That line right there? How I carried it up more? So I carry up these little lines that I made. Just rocking. I'll show you here. Here's one right here. So I take this and I go right here and I come back just like a V cut. And I just take it up to nose. Put one in here in the middle, couple on the side. You know, gives, you can see kind of like how I did that. So the other side, we'll do that on the other side. So that one cut, that, you're like, oh no, he screwed it up, messed up, cut off the mustache. No, we'll just follow it up, and we'll just act like it was part of the whiskers. See, no big deal. See. Alright, so if you look here, just did V cuts all the way up and down the mustache. Now, like I said, I showed you I do that little groove right there by the corners of the mouth. Smile lines. This is my eyebrows, okay? You can see how I rounded off the nose. You can see how I did the ears, kind of tuck them out, and then you can see the sideburns. Now, you can do those lines on the sideburns if you want. I do sometimes, and I don't, and sometimes I don't. But, so here's a cowboy. So, let's see, you know, I'll do a couple lines on the sidebone and show you what it is. So basically, all it is I'm taking my knife, put it in at a triangle, and I come back at a triangle. Put it in as a triangle, come back as a triangle. Okay? And you just do that all the way up the sidebone on both sides. You know, if you have a veining tool, which I have a little tool. You know, a little gouge like this. A little, you know, it does wonders. I can't tell you the size it is. It's by flex cut. But you can also do that with that little gouge. If you don't have a gouge, you can do it how I showed you on the knife. But let's go through real quick and just get this hair on the side bones done. See, I'm just creating voids, you know, side bones. Same thing over here. You just take it and just create little cuts. Make it look like hair, you know. See? Created hair. Okay, you can do that with the veining tools or the knife like I do. I prefer the knife. I like it. It kind of gives it a better looking look. You can control the depth. Okay, so there's that cowboy. So this was part full. Sorry it cut off on me a couple times, so I'll put all parts that cut off on the... Okay, so the hat's all shaped. You know, we still have a sharp edge on this hat. See the square edge? You can kind of just round it off. You know. Hat's all shaped. Nose. Back here at the nose, if you look, it still kind of has some sharp square edges on it. See how the bottom of the nose is not quite triangle? Well, what you can do is you can take and just make it shape that nose like that on both sides with your knife. Kind of make it a triangle. Oh yeah, see, around the nose. And that, well, so this is part full of the cowboy. And what I'm going to do is I'll probably do a session here. You know, clean all that up, but you can see the eyes and everything. I'll do a session here. Well, maybe we'll paint it up. You can see my painting. And then, like I said, back here, I like to carve this out more. Back here, you know, it's full of bolo tie. You know, they don't need a lot of this. Back here, I put my name, my address, and I number all these too. I can't tell you at the moment off the top of my head how many numbers I got, but you know, you can do more with the hat and the ears. You can, if you wanted to, you can carve some eyes in there. It's totally up to you. This is how I do it. So I'll get off here for now and put this stuff together, and then we will you know, and I'll add it and I'll view it for you guys.